Okay, again, how do I get from the f of x to the g of x? That's right, right 5, up 4. What? Okay, in the exponent, remember, that's my h, so it's opposite. That's right or left. And then this tells me up or down. That's my k. That was on the last test, by the way, right? In exponential form. All right, you guys know this interest, compound and simple interest. This is simple interest. Okay, use this formula when it's simple interest. Or, in other words, if you don't see the words compounded, continuous, okay, use this formula. Simple interest formula. Okay, anybody remember what the A is? The A is your starting amount, initial amount. Yeah. Anybody remember what the R is? That's right, rate. Usually expressed in percentage. So you have to move the decimal over 2 places, right? Remember? Yep. And what's the T? In the exponent. Anybody remember the T? The T? Time. That's expressed in years. Okay, now remember there's a plus or minus there, so depending on increase or decrease, we're going to use plus or minus, right? So, in the example problem, number 2, coffee break. The population of a city is 826,000 people. What is that? A. Decreases, so we're going to use a minus sign. 3% per year. That's R. How do I write it? 0.03, move it over 2 places, right? Determine what the population of the city would be after 10 years. What's 10? T. Okay, so the formula. Y equals A times 1. Now, we're going to use minus, right? Because it's decreasing. 0.03 raised to, well, actually, shoot. This is the general formula. I'm going to put R to the T, and then I'm going to write out the formula here. Sorry, guys. Okay, my A is 826,000 people. Now, what is 1 minus 0.03? 1 minus 0.03. Guys are juniors, you should be able to do this in your head. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. 1 minus 0.03. 0.97. Okay, raise. Did you really? Oh, fantastic. And my T is 10. Plug it into your calculators. What do you get? A number. let's see, 826,000 times 0.97. You could put the 1 minus 0.03 in there. Right. Raised to the 10. And I get a population of 609,112. And you can't have a point, people. So round it to the whole number, right? Isn't that easy? Isn't that easy? Huh? Well, I'm going to do it too. Do it on your own. What do you get? This time I tease in minutes. So what's the formula? $470 times 1. It grows, so I'm going to use plus. What's 1 plus 0.125? 1.125. And t is every minute. Every minute. You pass that back. Okay, how many minutes will pass before the bacteria reaches a population of 1,000? Where's that 1,000 going to be? So you're trying to find how many minutes, right? Where's that 1,000 going to go? That's your y, isn't it? So what you're going to do is plug this into your y equals. We're looking for minutes, right? So that's my t. Right. Okay, so I got to plug it into my graph. 470 times 1.125. And we don't know the minutes, right? So that's my variable. We don't have t in the calculator, so I'm going to use x. Get it? Trying to find minutes. Right, Trey? Trey? Liar. Hit graph. I'm glad you guys are all following me with your calculators. Hit second graph, and I'm looking for a y value of, that's right, 1,000. So at least 1,000. So how many minutes? 7 minutes. Get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Anybody not see how I got 7 minutes? Well, let's here. This is my y value now. 1,000 equals 470 times 1.125 raised to the x or t, right? We have to find t. It's 7. Get it? Get it? Minutes. Anybody not see how I got 7 minutes? Because this is going to be on your next quiz. At least 1,000. Okay, number 4. I think I'll leave number 4 for a homework problem. Let's do number 5. Now, shh, 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 shh. We have a new formula. A or y equals p to the e times RT exponent. Okay. When do we use that? When you see the word continuously. Okay. E is just a natural number found in the world, and I don't want to go into it. Okay, you invest your birthday money in an account that collects 3.5% interest. So what's that? A rip-off. Wonderful. So my rate is 0.035. How long will it take the account to balance to triple? Well, I need a starting point, right? How about if we just use $1? Would that work? I could use any initial amount, right? They don't tell me the initial amount. So I'm going to use $1 and make my life easier. Did you steal my green pen? Oh, never mind. Okay, so my A is going to equal $1. So here's my equation. If it triples, how much is it going to be? 3. 3 times P. What's my P? Initial amount? $1. And E raised to the R, which is? And we're trying to find our T, right? So I'll put my T or X there. Okay. So in my calculator, I need to put this in my calculator and find out when my Y is 3. That will tell me how much time. Get it? Get it? Okay, 1 times E. Now, everybody see where the E key is? Hit the second key. Hit your second key. And the ln key, see my e to the x there? Everybody get that? You get that? Are we there? Are we there? Grab another one. Doorknob. Okay, 0.035 times, we don't have t here, I'm going to use x. Oh, sorry. Now, that closes off my exponent parentheses. I need to close off my multiplication parentheses, so I need a double parenthesis. Right? Hit graph. I really kind of don't care what the graph looks like. It's an exponential graph. I want my table because I want to see when I hit how much? $3. At least 3. Okay? It's going to take, it doesn't say years or whatever, so we'll just assume it's years. 1.11 years. Easy peasy, right? Yeah. Alana, all of this is on your next quiz. Have it later. Any questions how to find time? Okay. Compound interest. You guys remember compound interest? Here's a formula for compound interest. And you use this formula when you see the word compounded. When you see the word compounded, that's your new variable n. That's your n. If it's compounded monthly, now this is per year. How many months in a year? 12. So here, my n equals 12. My initial amount, you invest $3,500. It's my P. 4.5% interest is my rate. 0.045. After 15 years is my T, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and this time let's fill in all the numbers. So I have A equals my P, which is 3,500, times 1 plus my rate, 0.045, divided by my n, 12, raised to the n, 12 times t, which is 15. Now, when you put this in your calculators, 0.045. That's my n, which is 12, times my t, which is 15. So 12 times 15. When you put this in your calculators, if you don't put parentheses around your exponents, you will get the wrong answer. It works without it. Okay. So I have 3,500 parentheses 1 plus 0.045 divided by 12 parentheses raised to the parentheses 12 times 15. Enter. 6865.44. Now, sit back for 1 second and ask yourself, self, does this make sense to me? If I put 3,500 bucks in this really long time, can I double my money almost? Well, yeah, it makes pretty much sense at 4.5. So I have the right answer. Mental check it. You would not believe what kind of answers I get. 10 million, negative 300. How can I have negative 300 with when it's growing interest? And I'll get them. I will. You know it, I will. Okay, you do 7. I'll do 8. Because 8's on not only on your quiz, but I think it's on your standardized test at the end of the year, your final. You want to try doing 8? It's on your standardized test. We'll do practice. We'll do other practice problems. Let's do 8 together. You have to decide. Well, that's your homework. You have to decide between 2 job offers. Judison Industries has offered you a base salary of $30,000 with an $800 annual raise. Warren Corporation has offered you a base salary of $24,000 with a 7% annual raise. If Judison's offer can be modeled by C of X equals 800X plus 30,000, and Warren's offer is modeled by W of X equals 24,000 times 1.07 raised to the X, please thoroughly explain your answers to the following questions. Yeah, well, these are the ones that are on your standardized test. Your parents feel that you should go with Judison since their base salary is larger. Do you agree with this? Explain. Use mathematical thoughts. Okay, so what do you think you should do? You should calculate it. What a great idea. Okay, I am going to put these 2 into my y equals button. Just saying. Here we go. See, I have 800x plus 30,000. And then in my y2, I'm going to put 24,000 times 1.07 raised to the x. Then I'm going to graph these. Wow, nothing's happening. Huh. Maybe I should change my window or something. Let's say I don't need any negatives, do I? Oh, look at that. All those numbers change. Wow. What's my x max? I don't know. Let's see what's happening right now. Still don't get anything. I'm going to increase my x. Oops, wrong button. Wrong button. Let's see. I don't know. 50 grand? I'm going to try 5,000, see what happens. I'm not getting much. I'm going to change my y. Let's see, my y max. I'm feeling lucky. I want to put 100,000 in there. Oh, hey, I got something. I need to maybe go back to my x's. Ooh, look at that. I changed my x to 1. Huh. Maybe I'll change my x a little bit more. Put it back to 10. Hit graph. Oh, look at that. I get an intersection. That is beautiful. Wow. You guys, you have to work you got to figure out how to work your windows because, nobody's going to tell you how to do it on your test. Well, I don't need any minimums because I'm looking for a salary, right? So I put my I put my negative minimums to 0. I'm looking mainly for that intersection point. Now, I'm going to find that intersection point. That's going to help me answer these questions. Okay? So I'm going to calculate my intersection, number 5, and enter. It's asking me for curve 1. I'm on the blue curve, so I'll hit enter. And then the second curve, it's asking me, well, I'm on the second one, the red one, so I'll hit enter. Enter again. And my intersection is 5.23 comma 34,181.27. Okay, also, just one more thing I want off my calculator. Now the red one is my, which one? This is my y2, isn't it? Exponential. So my red one is the one that's going up exponentially. So my red curve on my calculator, I don't know what it is on yours. My red curve is my exponential function. And my blue one is my, that's a line by the way, right? Y equals mx plus b. My blue curve here is my line function. Okay, now, so that means my red function is going to go up faster in salary. Hang on a sec. Now, notice how my red one is going to go up faster after how many years? That's right, 5.23 years. $5.23 years. So, here's your explanation. Your parents feel that you should go with Judson since their base salary is larger. So this is Judson's, which is the blue one. This is Warren's. Do you agree? So this is an exponential function, going to increase faster after 5.23 years. Your parents say, no, go with the other one. So again, do you agree? All right, Clayton, why do you agree with going with the blue curve? Because you're not going to, it could be just, I'm not planning to work there more than 5 years. Great explanation. So I'll go with Judson, yes, because I'm going to work there less than 5 years. Yeah, I will. Hang on. Okay. Now, you could also answer, no, I don't agree with them. What's going to be your answer for the question? I'm going to work there the rest of my life because I love it there. Yes. So you have to write one of those answers. All right. And we already figured out, B, how many years later will the salary from Warren's exceed the 5.23, right? If you put 5, that's fine. What is your final conclusion based purely on the financial components? Well, we kind of answered that already. Yeah, it's the same thing. Okay? I know this is a lot of work. Well, you have to put one of these. Okay? Doesn't matter which one. It's really a thoughtful problem. That's why they keep putting this on your standardized tests.